Ever feel like there's more potential out there to earn than your regular gig?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's unpack this because we've got a seriously interesting collection of information here.
Yeah.
It outlines not one, not two, but like 7 distinct ways people are using AI right now.
7. Wow.
Yeah, building side income streams, and get this, some are claiming to pull in $500 or more every single day.
Okay, $500 a day with AI side hustles. That's
Yeah.
well, that's quite a claim.
Yeah.
What's immediately striking though is just the sheer breadth of opportunity the source material seems to present.
Right.
We're seeing AI applied across, really diverse areas. It's everything from creating like simple digital products to innovating within established online marketplaces.
Yeah.
So for someone looking to quickly get up to speed on this whole evolving landscape, it offers a pretty compelling overview, I think.
Exactly. And, our goal here is always to kind of cut through the hype, right?
Yeah.
And get straight to what's actually happening. So our mission with this deep dive is to really understand the engine under the hood.
The mechanics.
Yeah, the specific steps, the genuine potential, if it's there, of these AI-powered side hustles. And this is all based on the details our sources are providing. We're not just taking these claims at face value, we're figuring out how they're supposedly being achieved.
Precisely. Understanding the how is absolutely crucial for evaluating the what. I mean, by examining the processes they describe, you can start to assess which, if any, of these approaches might actually be a fit for your own skills and, interests.
Definitely. So where should we begin this exploration?
Yes, okay.
Okay, first up, AI-generated dot-to-dot books.
Dot-to-dots, seriously.
I know what you might be thinking, dot-to-dots. But apparently creating and selling these on Amazon KDP, that's Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing platform, is generating real income for some people.
It does seem surprisingly basic, doesn't it? But the source material points to a significant and maybe underestimated demand for these kinds of activity books. Especially in the children's market. The example they give of a dot-to-dot book reportedly selling around 2,760 copies each month, that really highlights this kind of unexpected popularity.
Wow, 2,760 hours a month.
What stands out is just the consistent appeal of simple, engaging activities.
Right, and the Amazon KDP setup itself is pretty straightforward, as I understand it.
Yeah, it is.
You just upload your book files for free, and when someone buys it, Amazon handles the print on demand.
Right.
They ship it out and they take their cut, which is, what, 40%?
Yeah, around 40% commission to Amazon. Seems like a pretty low-risk way to get started, at least in theory.
Absolutely. And when you connect that model, that KDP model, with the reported sales volume of that popular dot-to-dot book, the potential earnings become, pretty interesting. The source suggests over $16,000 in monthly income after Amazon's fees in that specific case.
16 grand a month. From dot to dots, it certainly makes you wonder about the underlying drivers of that demand, doesn't it?
It definitely does. So, okay, how does AI even figure into making a dot-to-dot? This is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
So the process starts with using an AI image generator. Think of tools like Stable Diffusion, maybe Leonardo AI, DLE, Midjourney.
Right, the usual suspects in AI art.
Exactly. And you prompt it to create simple black line art. The key here seems to be focusing on clear, uncluttered outlines.
So the simplicity of the initial request to the AI is important. It's just providing the foundational visual, right? The basic shapes that will later become the puzzle.
Exactly. So once you have that AI-generated line art, you bring it into a free image editor, like Photopea is one they mentioned.
Isotopia, like a free Photoshop alternative.
Yeah, and there you carefully erase the sections of the lines where you want the numbered dots to appear. You save this edited version, and then it's over to Canva.
Canva again.
Which is, a really user-friendly graphic design tool.
Yeah, Canva seems to be a central hub for a lot of these AI-powered side hustles, probably because it's so accessible for, non-designers and has a ton of features.
Totally. So in Canva, you upload both your original AI image and the edited one with the gaps. Then you make the original image kind of transparent.
Overlay it?
Yeah, and overly numbered circles your dots onto those erased sections. The source even mentions a clever little trick for softening any jagged edges from the erasing.
Oh.
Using just a simple rectangular shape tool, apparently, to smooth things out.
Neat trick.
Yeah. And finally, you compile all your individual dot-to-dot pages into a single PDF document, and that's what you upload to Amazon KDP, ready to sell.
Okay, so the AI efficiently generates the base artwork, and then the human creator uses these, readily available editing and design tools to transform it into a finished, sellable product. It's an interesting mix of AI assistance and, well, human ingenuity.
It really is. Okay, let's switch gears completely. Let's talk about something with a different kind of output. AI-generated podcasts.
AI podcasts, like full conversations.
Yeah. We all know how popular podcasts are, right?
Yeah.
Especially on platforms like YouTube, where creators can earn ad revenue.
Oh, yeah, the ad revenue can be significant. Our source mentions typical rates, maybe $4 to $8 per $1,000 view, something like that.
That's the average, yeah. But it also implies that some individuals are seeing much higher returns personally.
Well, the huge popularity of podcasts and the different ways to monetize them, like YouTube's partner program, definitely make this an attractive area to explore.
Yeah.
The idea that AI could assist in content creation here is, well, it's certainly noteworthy.
That's where Google's free Notebook LM tool comes in.
Yeah.
Notebook LM stands for, I think, Notebook Learning Machine.
Okay, Notebook LM from Google.
Yeah, and this is a really intriguing piece of tech. You can upload text documents into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it has the ability to generate a natural-sounding, almost podcast-like conversation between AI voices based purely on that text.
What's particularly interesting about Notebook LM, then, is its potential to sort of democratize audio content creation. Well, it could significantly lower the barriers for people who have information or stories to share, but maybe lack the resources or, the technical skills for traditional podcast production.
That makes sense. And to really see what it could do, the source describes this experiment they ran. They uploaded the Wikipedia page of a rather humorous true crime story.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
You know the one about MacArthur Wheeler? The bank robber who thought lemon juice would make him invisible?
Oh, that guy. Yes. The lemon juice invisibility cloak. That's a classic example of someone vastly overestimating their own abilities. It's a compelling and kind of inherently funny test case for this kind of AI tool.
Right. And apparently, Notebook LM actually generated a back-and-forth dialogue between two AI voices just discussing the details of this bizarre case.
Really? It turned the wiki page into a chat.
Yeah. It sounds a little strange to imagine, maybe, but it seems to have effectively turned a factual text into a, conversational format.
The example dialogue they included in the source, with the AI voices discussing the flawed logic behind the lemon juice invisibility potion, it really illustrates the potential for this tech to reformat information in a perhaps more engaging or digestible way.
Definitely different. Okay. All right. Let's move on to something that engages a different sense entirely. AI automated candles.
Candles, okay. From podcasts to candles. How does AI fit in here?
Well, apparently on Etsy, candles are a hugely popular gift item. A lot of the top-selling ones feature, funny or maybe slightly cheeky jokes on their labels.
That makes sense. And the sales figures mentioned in the source. Wow. Some candle listings reportedly generating hundreds, maybe even over $1,000 in revenue in a single day.
I know.
That definitely underscores the significant market opportunity that exists for candles on Etsy. And the observation about humor being so prevalent on popular items, that's a key insight.
Totally. And that's where ChatGPT can step in.
Ah, okay. For the jokes.
Exactly. You can essentially feed it examples of popular candle jokes or describe the kind of humor you're going for in a specific niche. And it can generate new, original jokes in a similar style. Then you take those AI-generated one-liners over to Canva.
Canva again?
Yep, and create a visually appealing label design for your candle.
So this really highlights the power of combining different AI tools for content generation, doesn't it? You've got ChatGPT handling the creative text part, and then Canva providing the platform to bring the visual element to life.
Precisely. Now, for the actual making and selling of the candles, the process described involves using a print-on-demand service, like Printify.
Okay, print-on-demand for candles. Interesting.
Yeah, they offer blank candles from various suppliers, right?
Yeah.
And you simply upload your label design, the one you made in Canva, to their platform.
Got it.
Then when a customer buys your candle on Etsy, Printify automatically handles the production, the packaging, the shipping, all directly to the customer.
And you just collect the profit margin.
Exactly. It's a pretty hands-off approach once it's set up.
Yeah, that print-on-demand model is absolutely crucial here for scalability and reducing that upfront investment. The fact that the source mentions they've had prior positive experiences with this kind of service, it adds a degree of, credibility to this potential side hustle.
For sure. Okay, now for one that might raise a few eyebrows.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
AI influencers.
AI influencers. You mean like not real people?
Get ready for this. Apparently, yes. There are Instagram influencers out there with massive followings. We're talking tens of thousands, even over 1 million followers, who aren't actually real people.
Yeah.
They're entirely generated by AI.
Wow. Okay, that definitely ventures into some complex territory. Regarding the nature of online identity and the potential for blurring the lines between reality and, well, artificiality in the whole social media landscape.
Boy.
The ability of these AI creations to attract such large audiences is, well, it's a testament to the advancements in image and video generation, I suppose.
It's kind of wild. And the tool set for creating these virtual personas includes stuff like Foocus, F-O-O-C-U-S. It's a free open-source AI image generator on GitHub.
Foocus. Okay.
And it's apparently very good at creating hyper-realistic faces. Then there are face swap tools integrated within Foocus that allow for maintaining a consistent appearance for your AI model across different images.
So you can make them look like the same person every time.
Exactly. And for creating videos, another free tool called Roop, R-O-P, also open source. And it can essentially deepfake the AI-generated face onto existing video footage.
The accessibility of these, pretty sophisticated AI tools through open source platforms, it really underscores how rapidly this technology is evolving and just becoming available to a wider audience. It's not just big companies anymore.
Not at all. Now, the big question. How do these digital avatars generate income?
Yeah, how do they make money?
The source points to the strategy of linking their Instagram profiles to private paid membership platforms like Patreon, or FanView is another one mentioned.
Okay, paid memberships. For what?
Where they offer access to, well, let's just say more suggestive, not safe for work photos. Yeah. Which are also generated using AI tools like Foocus.
I see. So this monetization model taps into a pretty specific segment of the online content market. The fact that AI can now produce this type of visual content, it raises some interesting questions about the future of adult entertainment and, the role of artificial creators within it.
It really does. And our source even mentions their own brief experiment in creating an AI influencer.
Oh, really?
Which apparently led to an unintentionally realistic topless photo just popped out of the AI.
Whoops. Okay, well, that shows the power and maybe the unpredictability of the tools.
Right. But the really surprising piece of information, the sort of proof they offer, is that FanView reportedly confirmed that hundreds of creators on their platform are earning over $10,000 per month with these AI-generated influencers.
$10,000 a month, hundreds of creators. Those reported earnings are substantial. They highlight the significant financial incentives driving this trend. However, as the source rightly points out, and as we should reiterate, just presenting this information is purely informational. It's not an endorsement of the practice itself.
Absolutely not. We're just exploring the landscape here, what the sources say people are doing. So, okay, let's move to something a little more traditional, perhaps. Niche word search puzzle books.
Ah, word searches. Okay, back to familiar ground, sort of.
Good old word searches, yeah, but now potentially turbocharged with AI. Apparently there's a market for these on Amazon as well, catering to both general adult audiences and, importantly, very specific interests or niches.
Yeah, the example provided of a word search book targeted at the kids' educational niche, reportedly generating over $6,800 in monthly sales. That certainly illustrates the potential of focusing on specific segments of the puzzle book market.
$6,800 for word searches.
And the source's suggestion that many of these types of books might now be AI-assisted, that seems like a pretty logical inference, really, given the technology that's available now.
It does. So the AI-powered process here involves using ChatGPT again.
For the puzzles themselves this time.
Exactly, to actually generate the word search puzzles. You can specify the niche, say, historical figures or types of dogs, whatever.
Right.
You tell it the number of words you want included, the dimensions of the puzzle grid.
Okay.
And then it's back to Canva.
Of course.
Which conveniently offers pre-designed word search puzzle templates. So you can then customize these templates, plug in the puzzles generated by ChatGPT, add your own design elements using Canva's free resources.
And then publish the finished book through Amazon KDP, just like the dot to dots.
Precisely.
It really demonstrates how AI can automate what must be a pretty time-consuming task, actually creating the puzzles, allowing the publisher or the creator to focus more on identifying profitable niches, designing appealing layouts, and, marketing their books effectively.
Makes sense. Okay, number 6. Our 6th AI side hustle takes us back to the world of print on demand, but this time focusing on automated AI t-shirt designs.
Right, T-shirts. You mentioned Printify earlier with the candles.
Exactly. As we discussed, Printify also offers a wide range of clothing, and t-shirts are apparently their most popular product category.
Yeah.
And, maybe unsurprisingly, t-shirts are also a huge seller on Etsy.
Oh, for sure. The example provided of just a single T-shirt design reportedly selling over 60 units in a single week.
60 units a week.
Yeah, and generating over $1,300 in revenue. That highlights the potential for even relatively simple apparel designs to generate significant income on platforms like Etsy.
Definitely. And the source material notes that a common formula for successful t-shirt designs is often quite simple, like a striking image plus a catchy slogan.
Picture plus slogan. Yeah, it seems straightforward enough.
And the source actually conducted a 90-day experiment to test this exact formula using AI.
Oh, they ran their own tests.
Yeah, they used ChatGPT for the slogans
Okay.
and Midjourney for the AI-generated artwork.
Got it.
These elements were then combined in Canva, our friend Canva again, to create the final designs.
And listed on Etsy via print on demand, presumably with Printify or similar.
That's right. The experiment apparently showcased the whole end-to-end application of AI tools in creating and selling a physical product online, from the initial concept and design all the way to the final listing on an e-commerce platform.
And did they say how it went, the experiment?
They confirmed the experiment was a success, yeah. Didn't reveal exact earnings, kind of teased a future case study that suggested the approach is viable.
Interesting. So it shows the potential is there, at least according to their test.
Seems so. Okay, finally, number 7. We're going to explore the world of hidden picture books.
Hidden picture books, like Highlights magazine kind of thing.
Exactly like that. And the source suggests that this might be a less saturated market compared to really popular categories like, say, coloring books.
Okay, that's an interesting angle. Finding a less crowded niche.
Yeah, the comparison they highlighted was pretty stark. They searched Amazon for train coloring books and got over 20,000 results.
Wow, okay. Lots of competition.
But when they searched for train hidden picture books, they only found 274 results.
274 versus 20,000. Yeah, that certainly indicates a potential gap in the market, much less competition there.
Right. And the reported sales figures for independently published hidden picture books are, again, pretty impressive. One example they found is estimated to be selling around 870 copies per month,
870 copies a month.
generating over $11,000 in income. And the author of that book reportedly has other similar books, bringing their total estimated monthly sales to over $16,000.
16 grand again, this time from hidden pictures. And the format is simple, you said.
Apparently very simple. Just a black and white coloring page, basically, with a border around it showing the little items you need to find hidden within the main picture.
Okay, yeah. The simplicity of that format likely contributes to the efficiency of production, especially if you're leveraging AI for the base illustrations. The key seems to be identifying those niches where there's an audience for these kinds of puzzles, but maybe less established content available.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the AI creation process outlined is, well, pretty similar to the others we've discussed.
Let me guess. AI image generator for the main picture.
Yep, using AI image generators, maybe Midjourney again, to create the initial black line art for the coloring page. Then, free image editors like Photopea for any necessary touch-ups.
Okay.
And the hidden images themselves, they're just added using free clip art resources available right there in Canva.
Ah, clever. Use Canva's library for the hidden objects.
Yeah, so you combine these elements, make your pages, bundle them into a PDF.
And publish and sell through Amazon KDP, just like the dot-to-dots and the word searches.
You got it.
So, okay, across these 7 really diverse examples, dot-to-dots, podcasts, candles, influencers, word searches, t-shirts, hidden pictures, we see this recurring theme, don't we?
Yeah, what's the pattern you see?
It's leveraging AI for various stages of content creation, whether it's art or text or puzzles, then utilizing these really accessible design platforms, mainly Canva, it seems,
Right.
and often employing that print-on-demand model, either for books via KDP or products via Printify, to handle all the logistics of production and fulfillment, which, minimizes the upfront costs and the risk for the creator.
So there you have it, 7 different AI-powered side hustles. From the surprisingly resilient dot-to-dot book to the potentially groundbreaking, maybe slightly controversial AI influencer, all presented by our source as having the potential to generate significant income, with them claiming those, impressive $500 plus per day figures.
It's quite a range. And while the source material definitely paints a picture of opportunity, it's important to remember that individual outcomes can vary hugely, right? And thorough research, due diligence, is always advisable before jumping into anything.
Absolutely.
These examples do, however, offer a really fascinating glimpse into how AI is currently being used, or at least some people claim it's being used, to generate new income streams online.
Exactly. So maybe here's something to really think about as we wrap up. Considering these different AI-powered approaches we just walked through, which ones, if any, resonate most with your own skills, your interests, or maybe even just your appetite for trying something new?
Hmm.
And maybe more broadly, what do you think the implications are? This increasing use of AI in content creation and online commerce, what might that mean for the future?
Yeah, that's the bigger question, isn't it? It's definitely a landscape that's changing incredibly fast. Lots to consider there, the ethics, the opportunities, the disruption.
For sure. Something to ponder.